the first time we've held a Explore Anything event. Explore Japan is the first one we are doing tonight, and we're very excited. We've got 3 fabulous guests joining us tonight.
I am Jess. I live in Edinburgh, Scotland, and I run a Japanese conversation club. I do that with my cat, Oliver. Yes, Oliver is an important part of the conversation club, and everybody loves him, probably more than me. So I'm going to ask you, 出身はどこですか? Jade さん。
オーストラリア人です。
Yay! 出身はどこですか?
あやみさん、出身はどこですか?
イタリア人です。
Perfect. Yes. よろしくお願いします。
Jess さん、ありがとうございました。Thank you very much. And thank you for everyone for your participation off the cuff without any warning or any planning. And you guys jumped in there. So that is, to be commended. Yoko's now based in LA, but grew up in Japan, in rural Japan. And she was looking at a way of blending her passions of Japanese food into a career. And that's how she came up with Food Story.
The original idea, my father gave it to me, telling me that, Yoko, you grew up in the countryside, you have a great places to show and unique dishes to share. So why don't you just, bring your friends to here? And when we talk about sushi, you always think about probably nigiri sushi or hand roll is another form of sushi from my region. And my grandmother and I often made it together. This is not exactly how my parents or my grandmother makes. And if you're interested in making, we cook trout and mix with sushi rice and wrapped with this magnolia leaf. And if you see here, can you see little things here? This is actually sake. So you put the sake in this bottle and you stick to the ash. So as we cook some meat or fish, it warms up and we just take it out and then serve from there. I think as I speak about food, I get too excited. I'm like, oh, now I want to go back to Japan again.
How to uncover the real Japan in any length itinerary. So I'm curious if anyone can have a guess as to how many islands they think Japan has. 6,852. So when people think of Japan, I think that they might kind of picture these kind of scenes, bit of craziness, but there's a lot more to it. So instead of going and getting your coffee at a Starbucks, I would recommend going to visit a Kissaten, which is a retro coffee shop. Yokocho kind of open at night. These are small little alleyways crammed full with karaoke, bars, restaurants. For those staying in the city, there's actually some really interesting places you can stay. It doesn't have to be a drab business hotel. Stamp rallies are also something very Japanese. So I thought it was really kind of lame at first, but I'll tell you what, I've actually really gotten into it. It's so fun.
Oh, it's Lego. I love it.
And you can change these to green, so it's seasonal. You can change it with the seasons.
Oh, yeah, love the Lego bonsai. Thank you again. Thanks, Jess. Thanks, Jade. Thanks, Yoko-san. And thank you, everyone, for being here. We have really enjoyed it, and I hope you have too.